Hello guys, welcome back to Chemistry with Jutorina 101. Today's episode will be on the periodic table. Today we'll be exploring
the major periodic trends including electronegativity, atomic radii, ionization energy, and electron affinity. We will also be zooming into the periodic table and be looking at different groups.
Ionization energy is the energy required to remove an electron from a neutral atom to its gaseous phase. Ionization energy increases from left to right and from bottom to the top. It increases because their valence electrons are nearly filled. Electronegativity refers to an atom's ability to attract and bind to electrons. Just like ionization energy, it increases from left to right and from bottom to top. This is because elements on the left side tend to lose electrons when forming bonds.
electron affinity is the ability of an atom to accept an electron. It also increases from left to right and from the bottom to the top because the atomic radius increases from top to bottom. Atomic size, or you can call it the atomic radius of an atom, is half of the distance between the nucleus of two atoms. The atomic radius, in contrast to the other three trends, increases from right to left and from the top to the bottom. In other words, the more protons an atom has in its nucleus, the smaller the radius is.
Now looking more closer into the periodic table, you can see that it is split into groups based on their charges and similar characteristics. Group 1 has a charge of positive 1. Group 2 has a charge of positive 2. D block has various charges. Group 3 has a charge of plus 3. Group 4 has various charges, and so does Group 5. Group 6 has a charge of negative 2. Group 7 has a charge of negative 1. And Group 8, also known as noble gases, has no charges. And F block has various charges.
In group 1 of the periodic table, potassium, K, and sodium, Na, are both elements in the group. The salt is being thrown around to represent how easily alkaline metals donate electrons.
Wow, such a perfect day to plant these magnesium flowers.
I agree, young sire.
Alkali earth metals are reactive metals as they readily lose their two outermost electrons. They are not freely found in nature but are present in the Earth's crust in their non-basic form. This is shown by LINA Victoria planting a magnesium flower into the Earth.
I love nature.
Transition metals form colored compounds. They are good conductors of heat and electricity. They can be shaped easily, and they are less reactive than alkaline metals. This is metaphorically represented by Julia, who is acting as a metal and, quote, quote, transitioning. By the way, we support the LGBT community.
Metals are a good conductor of electricity when solid and are usually found solid. This is symbolized by showing metal objects while listening to heavy metal. Go anime.
Alright kids, I'm gonna make some metalloid souffle with a non-metal orange and a metal pan. Lina's cooking with both a metal and non-metal object. Metalloids refer to elements that exhibit some properties of metals and nonmetals. These elements tend to be electrical semiconductors.
Go.
It's so dark in here.
I know. I think we need some light.
Alright, let me plug in the lamp.
Alright. It's not working. Oh my gosh, you Dumbo! Water bottles cannot conduct electricity because water bottles are non-metal and non-metals are good at conducting electricity.
Don't give me attitude.
I'm sorry. Since halogens are the most electronegative group in the periodic table, they steal and accept electrons. This is represented by a person lifting heavy weights, showing their strength in electronegativity and ionization.
Noble gases known as group 8 on the periodic table have a full set of valence shells, which makes them the most stable elements. These elements are considered to be inert gases because they cannot form compounds with their full valence electrons.
F block, it is separated into two groups. The first row is known as lanthanides. Lanthanides are classified as rare earth metals. The second group is called actinides, while actinides are classified as radioactive metallic elements.
Is the ability of an elect.
Now looking closer into the periodic table, you can see that it is split into... Wait!
I saw her butt in the background the whole time! Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Look up.